Hey, how's it going, folks? This is Ryan Kebe here with your Armstrong Neighborhood channel. Today, as you can tell, we are out in the community. Specifically, we are at the ARC. We are here to talk about an important month coming up, Developmental Disability Awareness Month, National Awareness Month here in the United States. And we're looking forward to getting some information from Vicki Stonebraker. She is the operations manager here at the ARC. Vicki, thank you so much for taking some time to speak with us. And first, could you tell us, for those who don't know about the ARC, what is the ARC, and what do you guys do here?
Well, we have a variety of activities and programming here at the ARC. We are really based upon the principle of everyday lives, where we are trying to give individuals and persons with developmental disabilities their best life, whether it's community integration, being involved within their peer groups or their society in general, where they're either working or participating in some type of activity within the community, or just things that you or I are used to doing that we have been afforded the opportunities throughout our whole lives to be able to do. So that's what we kind of push for and advocate for people with developmental disabilities, that they can get the things that they need within their realm, where they're at. So
Absolutely. So could you tell us a little bit about this room that we're in? I know that you said that there's a number of different programs and things that are going on here to help individuals with developmental disabilities. What are some of the things that happen? Is this an activities room that we're in?
Yes, this is actually an activities room. We call it our community room. We have a variety of activities where people will come maybe to work on a goal of some sort, as far as maybe it's a money goal or a goal with socialization or something like that. So we've afforded them the opportunity to be able to come in here, play some pool with their peers, play shuffleboard. We have a kitchen where they're able to cook some meals, have their lunch. We have had events in the past. Here we have a Oasis program where it's a very large group of people, and they get to do some type of activity, whether it's here, we've done bingo here for them, or maybe it's out in the community where they take a large trip to a baseball game, or a local store where they can go see a Christmas display or something like that. So this is a big part of who we are, and being able to provide a safe space. We have what's called a drop-in center, and that is for persons with developmental disabilities, where they can have a safe place to come and socialize at night. Generally, it's like 4 to 7. We do it on weeknights. It's staffed. They have activities they can do. They can just socialize with their peers and enjoy some time out from their home. So
Wow, man, so a lot going on here at the ARC. And also I've learned too that a lot of what you guys are doing is not really even just specifically here at the ARC. I mean, a lot of the things that you guys are doing are out in the community. You have different community locations that we're going to learn about here in the show as well. Could you just tell us about what does all this mean to you? With it being Developmental Disability Month, Awareness Month. With all this coming together, I mean, what is the ARC? What's it mean for you to be a part of the ARC and part of its mission?
Well, I like to say that, I mean, we don't celebrate it just in March. We are celebrating it every month of the year. It is something that our staff are wholeheartedly believe in, that getting these individuals into the community, getting them the life that they deserve, and having them literally live their best life. And so through that, we have a various programs of day program where they could be working, or they just specifically have a companion that kind of hangs out with them for their health and safety. There's in-home and community services where they're working on specific goals that have designated that they want to learn about or do things better for them. We have, like you said, locations within the community. We have it's called community homes, and we have individuals that are living there just like you and I live in our home, and they're out in the community and they're, doing the things that they feel best for their situation in their life. We have a life sharing program where we actually have individuals that are living with a family and become a part of their family. We have a dom care program. It's very similar to a life sharing program. Respite services where maybe the family or the individual lives with their family and the family needs a little time to do something and the individual doesn't want to do it with them. So we have these respite services where they can either have somebody in home or out of home, kind of just watch and take care and make sure everything's going okay for them. So just a variety. We touched on the Oasis and the drop-in center. We have family support services. We also have an agency with choice program, and that model has been around for probably about, I'm going to say 15 years, and it's where the family and the individual can actually choose who they want to work with them, and they kind of manage that program all on their own. So with the help of us, and they become an employee of the ARC, and so it's a wide array of services that come through here. So
absolutely, there is a lot going on here at the ARC, and we are going to learn more about it here. Stay tuned. Vicki, thank you so much for your time today.
I appreciate you guys
your busy
coming.
schedule today as acting director.
For the day.
For the day, inside joke there, but thank you so much, Vicki. Really appreciate it.
We really appreciate you coming here and doing this for us as well, because I think it's important to us. So
thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Stay tuned, folks. Don't go anywhere. Hey, how's it going, folks? We are now joined by Amara Geffen here at the ARC. Amara, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved here at the ARC and everything that's going on?
Sure. So I am a retired professor. I taught studio art, sculpture, ceramics, and environmental art, public art, at Allegheny for 39 years, recently retired. And through my work as a professor there, I also started an organization called the Art and Environment Initiative. And so working with students and community partners, we create public art or public spaces for the community based on what the community is requesting. And that's really how one of my pathways into working with the ARC, which I'll talk about in a minute. Another thing that's true about me is I am the mother of a special needs individual. So I get services for my son through the ARC, and specifically working through a group called Agency with Choice at the ARC. And I am also the county program manager for Special Olympics. So I work with an amazing team of volunteers to provide sports training opportunities and sports competition opportunities for folks with intellectual disability. There's the art side of me, there's the mom side of me, and there's this work that I do with Special Olympics. And all of these things, for me, kind of roll together and dovetail really beautifully in the project that I'm working with the ARC on, called the ARC Community Greenspace, which is on Market Street between Clinton Court and Arch Street. The ARC purchased the property at that location back in 2018, I think it was. And in 2019, I was working with some students on planning for a mural on the back of the Snodgrass building. It's up there now, but at the time we were just getting started on it. And Mark Weindorf, who's the executive director of the ARC, was out looking at the site they had just purchased, and we struck up a conversation and agreed that I would work with a team of students from the college, and we would help put together a proposal, do community charrettes, and find out what do people really want with this site. So we did that, and the students made a presentation to the ARC Board of Trustees, and we established the core concepts for the project, which basically are to create a beautiful space in what was a blighted lot that will be a venue for the community to come together and spend good time together. There'll be a performance stage in the site, and we will be scheduling with different community groups, Meadville Neighborhood Center, My Meadville, and really anyone who wants to develop an event for that site will be able to do that. And so these events will happen throughout the year, obviously mostly in the warmer weather, and they will highlight arts, culture, and wellness. And this site is really intended as a place that supports inclusion and diversity. By creating this space with the ARC, and the ARC is really creating it for the community. It's very unusual to have a place like this right in the heart of downtown. Individuals who are recipients of social services will be able to come and participate in community events in an inclusive manner. Our individuals are sadly very isolated, and so this is an effort that really supports the ARC's mission of building inclusive communities, and it, as I said, dovetails really wonderfully with the primary areas that I'm interested in as a now a retired a retiree. The site, right now we have just installed 3 really cool umbrella tables, solar powered.
Those are very cool.
Yeah, they provide seating for, each table provides 5 seats and 1 for someone in a wheelchair as needed. And they're lit at night, and that was really how we first met. We were interested in creating a hotspot in that venue, and we're so grateful to Armstrong for actually making that happen for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say, we are so grateful that we had the opportunity to, like you said, give back to the community. As you said, this Greenspace is a place for the community to come together, a diverse, inclusive environment for anyone to enjoy and come and use. So, I mean, thank you for the opportunity to give us, to let us give back, and we're thankful for it. And tell us a little bit more about the Greenspace. Are there any time frames that we have? Any sneak peeks as to when we're going to have some things ready there?
Our plan is to finalize the design. We're getting very close to that, and prepare a bid package. We're working with Ashley Porter Engineering on that, and we're also consulting with Alessandra Galati, who's a landscape architect from New York. And we hope to have the project go out to bid in probably it'll be April. That's what we hope. We don't know whether construction will be able to start this year, or maybe it'll start at the end of summer and we'll get it done. It's that part is not clear, but it will be finished by 2024 as a result of grants that we have. And I do want to acknowledge the amazing support we've gotten from the Pennsylvania Council on the Arts through their Creative Communities Initiative program. We were the first of 4 communities to receive this grant 2 years ago. We're in the 2nd year of the grant. It's a 4-year grant. And that has allowed us to do a lot of preparatory work. It also helped fund the mural on the Snodgrass building.
Right.
We also had support for that mural from Pennsylvania Council on the Arts Project Stream grant, and also the Pennsylvania Humanities Council through their Heart and Soul mini grants. But for the larger build out of the space, we are leveraging the Creative Communities PCA grant, which helped us secure a grant from the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. And that will fund, along with a very generous donation from an anonymous donor, local anonymous donor, and we're very grateful for that. All of that funding will allow us to get the core of what we hope to build established, if not by the end of 2023, then by the end of 2024. And so what do we envision? Mill Run runs through this project site, and it is now, you can identify it because it's a big blue expanse of concrete. So the stream is right below that, and that concrete will remain. We will resurface it so it's nice and level and easy for baby strollers and wheelchairs and adult strollers, or yeah, you know what I mean, right? Walkers, that's the word I'm looking for. And it will be highlighted with a surface treatment that will be evocative of a stream running through the site. There'll be an ADA access ramp from Market Street and some steps from Market Street that will provide one primary entrance into the site. And at the end of that walkway will be this large performance stage, and there will also be ADA parking in the ARC's parking lot. There's one space that's designated, and there'll also be access into the site from the parking lot and also from Market Street, as I said. We have additional plans for 3 sculptural pergolas that will be shaped like houses, kind of to evoke a sense of community.
Nice.
As a kind of metaphoric image. And those spaces will, if we can do it, we'd like to have the roofs on those solar powered, so that maybe we can provide enough power for the stage and for sound systems, et cetera. And there'll be seating in there as well, and hopefully that will accommodate the Oasis picnics that the ARC runs in the summers. Currently, they're held at different parks in town, but we want to make sure they could happen in this venue. So there'll be these pergola forms, and then in front of the stage will be 2 rows of curved benches that will be in the summer season, in summer and fall when the sun is hottest. There will be large-scale umbrellas that will be able to provide shade for those folks on the stage and in front of the stage. So there'll be some opportunities to get out of the sun and some opportunities to be in the sun. There'll be plantings on the corner of Market and Clinton Court. There will be a stormwater rain garden that will capture the water that runs from Park Avenue down Clinton Court, and it will be directed into this stormwater rain garden. So there'll be plantings and seating and a performance stage, and if we can swing it, we want to do 5 banner poles, so we have a nice vertical element with banners probably of the ARC and the City of Meadville. I should indicate that the City of Meadville is a key partner with us in this, because they are technically the recipients of the DCNR grant. So we have a really good collaboration and good support through them.
Very nice.
And I think that kind of hopefully.
There's a lot going on,
Yeah.
and I mean, there's a lot more to come, and make sure that you stay tuned, and if
We
you have a
will.
chance, check out the location, because like Amara said, those tables are over there already. They look great with the nice ARC logo there on the top. Obviously, it's a little too cold to kind of enjoy them right now, but whenever that weather gets nice, get
we
back out
had
there.
talked about a winter event with Meadville Neighborhood Center, but they
Okay.
decided to postpone till it's a little warmer. We will, even particularly if we don't if we find that we are unable to start construction this spring, then we will plan a season of events. We've had many different events since, in the site.
Right.
Even before it's been finished or
okay.
designed.
Very
We've
nice.
done outdoor movie night. We've had some concerts affiliated with First Friday or First Saturdays. We did a community chalk drawing. Oh golly, what else did we do? I'm blanking. But we've done a number of really fun events, and we will do some of those this summer if we aren't in the throes of construction.
Very nice, man. Looking forward to it all. And also, you mentioned that you were involved in the Special Olympics here in Crawford County as well.
Right.
Could you tell us a little bit about that, and give everyone some information on if anybody wants to get involved in that?
Certainly. Special Olympics of Pennsylvania is part of an international group, Special Olympics International, and then there's Special Olympics for the United States,
Okay.
and then there's our state chapter. And Special Olympics provides sports training and competition opportunities for individuals with intellectual disabilities. So that it's a way of getting these folks involved in physical activity, in Olympic type sports competitions. It gives them an opportunity to travel pre-COVID. Right?
Right.
COVID has really had a detrimental impact on what we are able to do.
Right.
But and we provide sports training for in the winter. We do swimming and floor hockey, and followed by athletics. We do basketball, usually skills, 3-on-3, 5-on-5. And I think that's it. In the fall, we do volleyball, long distance walk and run, bowling, and I might be forgetting something, but we have a pretty wide array of sports opportunities that run through the year. If people want to find out more, they can call us by calling the ARC. We are separate from the ARC, but the ARC gives us a kind of umbrella space. They provide phone service. We can use their Xerox machine. We store equipment here.
Very nice.
So you can call 724-7346, and select option 6, and those voice messages come directly to the Special Olympics email account, which I check every day. You can also email us at sopa.crawford@gmail.com. There is a medical form that athletes who want to participate in have to have completed by their doctor, so that we know that folks who participate are approved to do that. We don't want to put someone in a sport they shouldn't be participating in. We also have a number of really wonderful collaborations with Allegheny College, which again COVID has impacted. But our swimming program, we train up at the college, and usually the swimmers help as assistant coaches. And the Jazz and Dance Ensemble, commonly known as JADE, runs a dance club, a monthly dance club, and then the athletes who participate in that, even though it's not a sanctioned sport, right, the ones who participate in that get to perform in the annual Cookies and Milk concert in the fall, and in the spring they perform in Jade's annual concert end-of-year concert, which is a fundraiser for our program.
Very nice.
And the students at the college also who are involved in the Student Athletic Advisory Council, SAC is the acronym, they have tended in the past, pre-COVID, to run a weekly fitness club. And we go up there and we just hang out, and a different sports team, a different athletic team from the college runs a program on Saturdays. So it's a wonderful opportunity for people, for athletes 8 years old to until you can't do it anymore.
Wow,
There's no
okay.
upper
Very
age
nice.
limit to get involved. Our program is primarily composed of people in high school and out of school, up to 50 or 60 years old. But I know the state is very interested in growing the unified program within the schools, and we're also very interested when we're able to really return to practice effectively. We're also interested in getting younger athletes involved. So, like I said, these athletes get to socialize together, to compete together. There are state sectionals that we travel to, and if we do well at the state sectionals, we travel to the state competitions, or the regional sectionals, I should say.
Okay.
And that determines who from the region can go to the state sectionals. So they have had opportunities to travel to Slippery Rock or Penn State or York, Pennsylvania. So there's Villanova University. There's a lot of different, have been a lot of different.
Right.
Now we are running a very bare bones program right now because the increase in COVID, Omicron particularly, cases has led, our numbers in the county are such that while Special Olympics does not require vaccination for participation, technically, right now, we have to have 100% vaccination rate among people participating. Now, when our numbers in the county come down, then other people will be able to join back in. But for the moment, we have basketball, floor hockey, and swimming running, along with we hope to start the dance club back up in the next few weeks.
Very nice. Yeah, we hope that starts back up too, and hopefully we get to that new normal here soon, and we can start back up with the Special Olympics pre-COVID. As you
absolutely.
said, all that stuff going on. That is
And
all fantastic.
I'll make a plug for volunteers for Special Olympics while I'm at it,
Absolutely.
if I can do that. We are
Absolutely.
always looking for new coaches, new board members for our management team, people to help us with third-party fundraisers. I mean, back when we were traveling to sectionals and state competitions 2 and 3 times a year, it costs a lot of money to rent a bus,
Right.
and take 50 people somewhere.
Yeah.
So, if you have an interest in working with our athletes, or even just helping with the management of the program, we welcome you with open arms.
By all means, get in contact with the Special Olympics Crawford
Right.
County here. Wow, so thank you so much for everything you're doing here at the ARC and the Special Olympics. And we're really looking forward to everything that's in store. So thank you so much for joining us, Amara.
Thank you for giving us a chance to share the information.
All right, we'll talk with you soon.
Okay.